G'day guys, how's it going? All right, I know, I'm doing another bloody boot video. Now, I've got these Forma Adventure Boots. I would class them as still brand new, even though they don't look like it. I've done several rides with them, never cleaned them. That's basically what they are. I have checked out Forma's website and what they say for the care. Basically, they say is use mild soapy water, wash them down, and then every now and then put a leather conditioner on it and you're good to go. What I'm going to try is, because I think water, the least amount of water you can get on these, the better. Water is your worst enemy when it comes to leather and stitching and your soles where they join and glue on and all that kind of stuff. Another thing that Forma says is they say be careful of waterproofing stuff to put on your boots. Now, I don't think they're referring to dubbing, because I know people have used that on these particular boots and they reckon it keeps them really good. Some, waterproofing can be bad in the sense that what it does is it seals it, but when you get water and sweat and all that kind of stuff in there, there's layers of leather and material and all that, and it gets in there and it just sits in there. It can't come out because you've sealed it. So what happens is all your stitching and bits and pieces start to pull away, rot basically. So be careful with using some type of waterproofing. Not sure, leave in the comments guys in regards to dubbing, but I think dubbing's okay. The way that I'm going to do this, and I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination, is I'm going to use this, because I've got it, you don't have to, just mild soapy water will be fine. I'm going to try this Lenos bloody interior. It's safe for use on leather. I want to keep the least amount of water off these boots when cleaning them. You can hose them, don't get me wrong, people bloody hose them off, bloody whack whatever, and they'll be fine. But I just get one of these little bloody scrubbing brushes and I just dust off as much as I can. So if these boots have got mud and they're all bloody wet and whatever, I'd either scrape or give a quick hose off of the bulk of the dirt, and then I'd just let them dry. And for Christ's sake, don't do what I've done. My very first pair of boots before I got my other Forma TX terrain ones, MX boots, I got O'Neill ones. And they were great, they looked great, and I was so bloody... They got all wet, and I put them next to the heater, and because in here they have plastic inserts that go there, all that plastic stuff buckled. So when I put my foot in, it was so bloody uncomfortable. I tried, and I did get it pretty good by putting wet newspaper down there and then trying to heat it up and push those to remold that plastic. My brother-in-law Johnny's actually got them still, and he actually still uses them. But yeah, next to the fire, bloody, try not and do that, because I've burnt bloody gloves, my jacket. So all I do is just run over with one of these. If there's tricky bits, you get a bloody toothbrush or a nail brush or a bit harder. This is nice and soft, so it's not basically doing any damage to the leather. Now another thing is your clips. Pull the clips out. Don't worry, they go in no worries. Now these boots are going to be pretty good. There's not going to be too much. Oh, there is actually. Look at that. All bloody crud in there. So we want to clean those up, cleaning around here, all that kind of stuff. So all I'm doing is just getting as much of the dust and dirt off these boots before I put this stuff on there, because then it's going to turn it to mud and mush it and put it basically whack it more in further. So just by doing this, it just gets rid of the majority of the stuff. Right, so what do we got? So there we've got some basically mud. Give that a bit of a work around. Righto, now you could keep going and bloody, you know, really get into it, but I'm not that type of bloke. If you've got a bit of compressed air, why not give it a bloody blow all this. Beautiful. So, obviously with Scotch-Brite, you can bloody use a Scotch-Brite. If you've got some bloody tricky stuff. But these are black boots, so you know, if you've got white boots or coloured boots or something that you kind of like the in-ground dirt you want to get out to make them look better, yeah, you can use something like that. Right, that's basically it. Just a microfiber, but what I'm going to use, just so we can see some of the shit, just a white terry toweling thing. Let's just spray some of this stuff on there, see what we get off. Not too bad. And I know a lot of you guys are going, oh my God, Mark, oh no way, I'm just going to get the pressure hose, and that's it. I don't clean my boots very often. I had my other TX Terrain ones, you know, I had them for 8 years, and, you know, only every now and then I'd give them a bloody, you know, wash. Sometimes, you know, you wash your bike and all your bits and pieces and you're going on a ride and you want your bike looking good and you got all your clean gear on and then you got your shitty old boots. You want to give them a bit of a spark up so you look all hot and sexy for all the blokes. Why not? Righto. So now I'll just give that rest of that boot a bit of a spray over. Chuck all these down, give them a bit of a zhuzhin. So that's all the clips just bloody cleaned up. Obviously, as we know, dirt and friction, it's going to be, you know, acting like bloody cut and paste. So not a bad idea to do the old clips and bloody stuff. Oh, stupid. Oh, yes, stupid. Stop it. Oh, Velcro. I never worry about underneath there. That's if you want to clean that, you can, but really, honestly. Right, so that's it. That is a clean boot. If we look at that, we'll come over here. Looks pretty clean, doesn't it? Right, so I don't really need to do this, but I'm gonna do it. The best thing for these things is just a leather conditioner. This is just one of those packets that you get from the car bloody washers. We actually sell them on the Biker Bits bloody website. But yeah, you can get obviously lots of different types. I don't think it really matters. So all I do now is just basically wipe that, and this is not for cleaning purposes. This is just to give that leather some conditioning, just, from it when it starts to dry out and get all brittle and all that kind of stuff. You're most probably better off to do it before rather than later. Boom, I reckon that'll be a bloody job done. Right, there it is. One clean boot, one dirty boot. That's it. That's really all you got to do. I definitely would not bloody go sticking this in a bathtub of water and bloody scritching and scratching. These boots, because they're leather, they just smell like leather, so they shouldn't get too stinky. I mean, some people might have stinkier feet than me, but normally you shouldn't have to wash the inside of them. Basically, if they get wet, dry them as quickly as possible without any heat source. Don't put the heat source on there. Trust me, I'm a dickhead and I did it and I paid for it. Righto guys, I've just got to get this other one done, but I won't bore you with that. Righto guys, remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on. And remember, Biker Bits crew, jump down there in the comments, tell us how you clean your boots, or longevity, because a lot of you guys have been, I know especially the guys that have used the dubbing, how long have you been doing it for on your boots and how are the boots holding up? Good for everybody to check that out. Righto, see ya. Hang on guys, sorry, I thought there would be somebody in there going, Mark, how did you put these things back in there? And the other thing I just wanted to show you was that, so there's that rag. So just by brushing as much of that bloody dirt off as possible, when you wet it, that's all that came off it, which means that that's the least amount of dirt getting pushed into the stitching and all that kind of stuff. Shut up, Mark, you're bloody crapping on. Right, to put these on, hang on, I better get this overhead one going. So we grab our Duvalaki. Oh, are they all the same size? I didn't think to bloody do that. They are all the same size, so it doesn't matter where they go. That just goes straight in. That's a real easy one. These ones here, so you go in there, but on the other side, you just got to make sure that it doesn't do that. Hopefully you can see that. When you put it in, just make sure it goes underneath that bit. That's it. So you just pull it forward, push it in and out. Brilliant, easy as. So if you're worried about going, oh, if I pull them all the way out, will I get them back in? Sorry guys, trying to do this for the camera. Underneath there, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Righto, get out of here.